G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today's video is probably long overdue. I'm going to make it about buying flower horns. If you don't live under a rock and you're in the flower horn community, you'll see the drama that went down today about somebody who I'm not going to mention selling culls. The person that sold them is a shop, and I'm not going to slander the shop. I really just want to say it, but I'm not here to slander the shop. If you're into flower horns, it's plastered all over Facebook, and you guys will know who it is. I really hope they've learnt from this. One of the parties has said they have learnt from it. But pretty much, I'm going to sit down on the computer, I'm going to bring up a couple of flower horn photos and show you what to look out for. I'm not going to get into detail when it comes to like SRD or camphor or that, because to be quite honest, I'm pretty fresh in the flower horn hobby and I don't know how to, I'm not 100% on picking camphor. I do know a few of the traits, but I don't know all of them. Like I've mentioned a few to you on the channel before. Anyway, so I'm literally going to set my phone up recording the screen of my computer so I can point at the picture. I know I can do a screen recording with voiceover and that, but I've got to go out to dinner tonight and I'm in a bit of a hurry, and at the end of the day, the way I'm going to do the video, it'll come across, it'll be fine, like it's, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, let's get stuck into it. Alright guys, so I've literally googled flower horn. I'll probably go to Red Dragon. It's gonna give us the best, closest representation to Australia. Alright, so step one. You never ever buy a flower horn that is smaller than 10 centimeters. Alright, so we'll look at this one. Is it going to clear up? That is the fish. Alright, so this picture, move that camera over. This picture here shows like an 8 centimeter fish. You can see it's got like the triangle beak shape. This fish is too small to tell whether it's going to grow into that shape or not. So basically we're staying away from anything under 10 centimeters. All the flower horns that I've been selling, 10 centimeters for a girl, more like 12 centimeters for a boy. Alright, so then step one, beaky. So, we'll find a bad example first. It's going to be a little bit difficult, guys. Most of these are good. I kind of want to find an extreme version. Alright, here we go. Alright. So see this fish here? Alright, sorry guys, I got a bird biting my back. See this fish here? See how the head is, see how the face is like a triangle where its mouth is, versus see how that beak is kind of pulled in? That's probably, personally, obviously it's going to vary people to people. Look at this one. That's a horrible shape. It's a triangle out. It's going to vary person to person, but I wouldn't buy that fish. Look at this. This looks a bit more like a camphor to me. But see how the jawline comes like down? And it's still got that triangle shape, but it's not pointy. Like, look at this. That, you don't buy that fish. Look at that, that's a triangle. I think the beaky is one of the main points of the fish that were posted on Gumtree today. And I mean, not Gumtree. Well, yeah, they were on Gumtree and Facebook. One of the main points was the beak. And then, so next up, we're going to talk about colour. Obviously, pearling, that comes down to personal preference. I generally like more pearling. Head coverage is obviously going to add to the value of the fish. I don't know if you guys can think off the top of your head. My fish Charles, he doesn't have good head coverage, and that's one thing that I want to improve with his line. Sorry guys, I just have a bird attacking my back, so I stopped for a second there. Alright, so let's talk about fins. Now, I don't personally know a huge deal about fins, but see the like the tail gap there from the fin to the tail fin. You want to watch out for that. Obviously, like you can see there, it doesn't look very nice. You want the fins to be closer together. Now, that looking at that again, that might just be that photo, the way the fins popped up, but that is something to watch out for. And then, obviously, what everyone's looking out for, cock size. So, obviously, buying a 10 centimeter fish, cock size is going to be kind of hard to pick, but with the new bloodlines that are in Australia, cock size is a lot easier to pick because it's coming through younger on these import fish. So like this guy, so he's 12 odd centimeters. You can see he's going to have great cock size. So this is a real good example of a super red dragon sail size and like how it's popping. Like, you know, he's going to have good cock size. The fins are not, like that fin isn't too short. Great tail. So you can look into the gill plate as well, but I'm not 100% on gill plates, but I don't think it's like frowned upon, but if you're going for more camphor style, like the boxed out gill plate is more desirable. But for this talk, it's not really it doesn't really, I don't really need to talk about it. So then, whoa, do you guys want a free bird? I don't know how loud that was in the camera, but my eardrums just exploded. So now you've got your script. So this one's showing double script. That's a desirable trait. The script, I think, kind of comes down to personal preference. This bird is actually attacking me. Alright, so now let's talk about script. I've completely lost where I am because this bird keeps attacking me. But so a fish like this, I wouldn't. This is below selling size. I'm struggling to find anything. So for me, something that's obviously, this is a big flower horn. I just need to find something the size and description I want. I don't. That tiny little bit of script, I wouldn't buy that fish. You want to go for like a nice solid script, and sometimes double script is desirable. To be honest, double script isn't really my thing. I don't like it, but I know it's definitely desirable. For me, it's either all script or no script. So like if I was picking between these ones, I'd be picking that one. That one there I wouldn't. That one there, the script, these ones are probably a bit small, but you get what I'm saying. Like the way that script's broken up, I don't really like that. Obviously color vibrance, I already said pearling. And there's one more thing I want to talk about, guys. Eyes. So I received a flower horn that had eyes that were not desirable. You can... No, that's not a good example. That one? No. So Some lines, I've noticed a couple of Australian lines of flowerhorns have bulging eyes. So, and I actually, when I back in when I first started with flowerhorns, I got this flowerhorn, and I messaged my friend and I said, I think it's got like bulging eyes. Like I might need to give it some medication. And I sent him a photo, and he was like, "No, that's just the genes of the fish." I can't find a photo. Sorry, guys. But one thing I will say. Look at this. See, actually, I take that back. That fish has probably got a slight bit of potential, but it's in like a community tank or something. But if you are thinking about buying a flowerhorn and you don't know much about them, or even if you do, message a friend, message one of us. I know the whole admin team on Flowerhorn Fun Australia will happily tell you whether a fish is worth the money or not. Literally, all you have to do is ask the question. Look at that. Like, I wouldn't buy that. Look at the beak on it. So I found this one. This one's probably around 10 centimeters. And I'm going to wrap it up here, guys, talking about this one. So it's lacking script through the body. It's got no pearling. It's a little bit beaky, but nothing too crazy. It's just got... That's like a perfect example. Or... Yeah, I'm going to say perfect. That's a perfect example of a cull. That's something that I wouldn't buy and you shouldn't buy. And you might be saying, yeah, but the fish that you're talking about, and they're not going to be that bad because the fish that we're buying are all from overseas Thailand bloodlines. But I think what a lot of people have missed here is, doesn't matter how good the parents are, these fish are hybrids. And they're always going to get throwbacks. And the fish that was posted on Gumtree last night is an absolute prime example. For starters, the breeder, I can't confirm, but I'm not from sources, 90% sure the breeder is lying about which female he used, which would 100% make sense because the fish that was posted last night looked like a low-grade Australian-bred super red dragon. Now, that's what I heard the rumours were, that this breeder had used a low-grade super red dragon, Australian female, and he was claiming that the fry were overseas bloodlines. Now, he's kind of corrected that, but not... I haven't seen him correct it too clearly. But anyway, I don't want to get into the politics of it, even though I just have, but I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I just wanted to say my 2 cents on the topic. Sorry, this video is just dragging out a little bit and me dribbling bullshit, but this has really got under my skin, and it's actually made me second guess on whether I even want to sell Charles Fry when they're big enough. I'm actually thinking about just keeping the lot, culling 99.9% of them, and line breeding my own line. So last time the imports came in, the exact same thing as this happened. The market got flooded, and Flowerhorn Den, what he did is he didn't sell his fish. He just quietly bred them in his backyard, and then in 12 months, 2 years time after that, once he had got like a couple of generations, he started selling, and he had the best fish in Australia. He was the best flowerhorn breeder in Australia. So I don't know if you guys know, you guys probably realise this by now. I'm going to turn the camera around. So you probably realise I don't really care about making money off fish. I do it for the fun of it, and I do it for the pride. Like, so for me to sit on my bloodline of flowerhorns that I'm making and just line breeding a female back through Charles and minding my own business while all this politics settles down, I'll do that. I do have close friends that I'll definitely look after, but I just don't see the point in selling them. The market's getting flooded with overseas bloodlines. I think I'm just going to sit on my bloodlines until the flood stops, because I want to make the best fish I possibly can. You guys know that. And I'm going to keep trying to do that. I'm sorry guys, this is a little bit of a downer of a video. If you made it this far through, good on ya, because I know there was some quiet points where I just decided to not talk at all. And I'm still learning on flowerhorns myself, so if I have got anything wrong, drop a comment. If you disagree with anything, drop a comment. If you agree with something and want to further agree, drop a comment. If you feel like dropping a comment, drop a comment. If you want to see me do a vlog tomorrow, drop a comment. No, that's dumb. I'm going to do a vlog tomorrow anyway. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to go out to dinner and have a nice steak, I reckon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.